Well, it is always a lot of fun when we can bring people into our kitchen set and kind of show some food, especially around the holidays, right?
Yeah.
So, Jordan Shire, thank you so much for coming from It's Only Money Farms in Terre Haute, coming to showcase a little bit of what they do today. So, Jordan, I understand that It's Only Money, you specialize in the chicken and the egg, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So we started off with just layer chickens.
Yeah.
And kind of the classic, you know, I think everybody goes through the same thing. We started with 6 chicks.
Okay.
And because we thought, oh, that'd be the perfect amount to have eggs for ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, then they started really producing, so then we thought, we have too many eggs. So we ended up joining on with the Terre Haute Farmers Market and selling there, and we've since gained a few more chickens to keep up with demand, but it has been a lot of fun because our laying hens are kind of like our spoiled little girls.
Of course, they have to be, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
They get the attention, the treats. We've got one that even has gone with us to the coffee shop before.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So that was where we got our start, and that's still one of our really good sellers. We actually sell out almost every farmer's market that we go to.
Wow.
So yeah, supply and demand, we're still trying to meet that, but it is really cool. And then we branched over into our meat section, if you will. And we started just this last February with this, and have learned a lot in the last few months, really, of just, and again, keeping up with supply and demand. Right now, we're actually out of stock of almost everything.
So it's a success.
Yes, yes. And it has really become a passion of mine to bring super high quality, ethically raised food to the community. You know, because so many of us are used to just going to the grocery store and buying the factory farm stuff, whereas our stuff, so our meat birds come to us at a day old, and they don't leave the farm.
Okay.
We spoil them not quite as much as the hens. We try not to get as attached because, you know, we know what their last day is going to be. But yeah, they stay with us until they're fully developed, and then we actually process them at home as well.
Okay.
Which I think brings the stress level way down, and the quality really shows through in the meat.
And let's talk a little bit about that. You know, what are you going to get if you go through It's Only Money Farms to get chicken or to get eggs that you might not find at the grocery store? What makes this so much better?
The flavor. If you've never had homegrown chicken or eggs, either one, the flavor, it'll turn you away from this. And not to knock the grocery stores, but there's so much more flavor. You can use less seasoning. You don't have to add quite as much. One of our favorite things to do is to take one of the chickens, drop it in the Instapot straight from frozen on a work night or whatever, and in an hour and a half, it's fully cooked and fall off the bone, and it's made its own broth. Like, it's just delicious.
Yeah. Now, I know you said that you've clearly had some success. You're out of stock right now, and I know that a lot of small businesses, you know, getting off of your feet is probably the biggest thing. How has working with the Indiana Small Business Development Center helped you to be able to do that, to foster that partnership with the farmers market and get your product out there? So
they have been a huge, huge help. From the very first meeting that I had, where we kind of went over a business plan and like just, okay, we're taking this from just like a hobby or just, you know, the eggs for ourselves to trying to bring it to market. How are we going to do this? What, you know, so making that business plan was a huge first step. And then being here with you all, I've met with a financial planner and also had some professional pictures taken within the last couple weeks of our products. So getting our name out there and just kind of figuring out some of the basics that this is my first small business. You know, I've never really done anything like this, so.
Well, I think it starts with your passion, right? So that's very important, and that can take you a long way, right?
Yeah.
Great. Well, one final question for you. You know, where can people, I know you said the Terre Haute Farmers Market, but where can people find out more about It's Only Money Farms and what you guys have to offer?
Sure. So we have a Facebook page. We also have an Instagram, but I'm not really big on Instagram, so Facebook would be the best place. I was doing every Sunday for several months, like a Learn Something Sunday, where
Cool.
I'd teach something about, you know, the chickens. But definitely, if anybody has any questions or needs any custom orders or custom cuts or whatever, shoot us a message on Facebook.
All right, yeah,
would be the
and
best way.
we've got it right up there for you. It's Only Money Farms. Thank you so much, Jordan, for bringing out your product. It looks wonderful, and the eggs are just so great. And wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Thank you.
Good Day Live will be back after this.